life in the known universe?
I tend to restrict myself to the galaxy.
Right.
So I do think it's possible that at the moment there's one civilization in the Milky Way.
Wow.
And that's us. And I think that's important, actually. And it goes back to what I was saying at the start about the astronomy and cosmology being part of the framework within which you have to think. If you're looking for meaning, or you're looking for how we should behave even politically, that has a bearing to me. I mean, imagine that we're the only place where there is intelligence in this galaxy. And how should we behave?
Right.
Should we actually, notwithstanding the fact that we're tiny and fragile things and insignificant physically, should we consider ourselves extremely valuable in that respect? Because there's nowhere else where, I would go as far as to say there would be nowhere else where meaning exists in the Milky Way.
Meaning.
Because meaning is one of those things that scientists don't talk about very much, although Richard Feynman, one of my great heroes, did talk about it. There's a quote where he says, "What is the meaning of it all?" It's a great essay called The Value of Science. And so what is self-evidently true is that meaning exists here because it means something to us. So that's kind of an obvious statement. Your life means something to you and me, and so meaning exists. But I think it is a local and temporary phenomenon. I think it emerges. Meaning emerges from configurations of atoms, which is what we are. We are simply that. We're nothing more than that. We're very, very rare configurations of atoms, I think. And so that means that we are, if you go all the way down that line of logic, we are the only island of meaning in the galaxy.
But meaning only to ourselves.
Yeah.
It means something to us because we're the only ones who can grasp the concept. And we are finite. We are a finite organism. We have this temporary existence while we're here. And to us, there is meaning.
Yeah. And I don't know any other way to define it.
Right.
So I'll define it like that.
Yes.
I don't think there's global, otherwise you have to believe there's some kind of global meaning and that's a God type thing. And I don't think I think it's more wonderful and more challenging to us because we have to take responsibility for it to say we should operate such that we are it in this galaxy. There's nothing else. I'm sure there are other civilizations out there in the universe because there are 2 trillion galaxies. I just can't believe this hasn't happened in other places. The question is how often does it happen and how widely spaced are the civilizations? And I think they're very widely spaced, and I think there may be 1 or 2 per galaxy on the average. But that, as you said, what you said it beautifully. That what else can we think?
Right.
And what else do you want? I mean, I think what it says is you have to take responsibility for all those things, those spiritual things that you think about and the emotional things you think about. You are responsible for that. You are that, right? That whatever that is. It exists in you, and it will only exist for a short amount of time. And so, make the best of it.